What's up? This is going to be a real quick review of Batman Long Halloween Part 1, the anime adaptation of the classic crossover, not crossover, again, this is not scripted, classic mystery of Batman, which I have been reviewing in a series of videos, link in the description down below. And also, it's connected to this new DC anime universe. It started with Superman, Man of Tomorrow, which was a pretty damn good film, and had a continuation with the JSA World War II film, which was also pretty awesome. When it comes to this film, I dug it. Don't worry, no spoilers in here. All around, I had fun watching it. The animation was pretty solid for most parts. There was some complications though, because you can kind of tell that they were struggling a little bit with adapting both Tim Sale's artwork, but also keeping with the style that they already were doing. When it comes to the acting, all the actors did a great job, and I, of course, want to give my condolences to Naya Rivera, the voice actress for Catwoman, who unfortunately passed away not long after recording her lines for both Part 1 and Part 2. She did a pretty good job as Catwoman, and I am sorry that we're not going to see more of that. As for the others, Jensen Ackles killed as Batman, which I'm not surprised. This dude has really made it clear he wants to play Batman. Troy Baker, perfect for the Joker, and I'm happy that we're going to be, I guess, seeing him as the Joker continuously in this new universe. As for the voice actor who played Falcone, I thought he was okay, but I felt like Falcone was played off as a little bit too angry in here. Falcone's an intimidating character in the comic, but he also knew how to keep his cool, and you rarely see him really lash out. And for him, he's constantly getting pissed off and everything. Also, I views his family as a little bit weird, because yeah, let's just say it's not as weirdly weirdly like caring than the one in the movie. As for the Holiday Killer themselves, yeah, that's where the problems go. Mostly, they show the Holiday Killer. I mean, I don't mean like they show their face. Like we never see what they look like. But you clearly get a good look at them. That they are, they're as one friend of mine pointed out, they're dressed like the Shadow. And the one thing that I liked about the Holiday Killer in the story is that you never got a good look at them. Like they could be anybody, and here you get a good idea of who it could be. As for the suspects, a lot of the suspects are unfortunately removed as well. Particularly Carla Vitti, who they do mention that she does vie for power over her brother, but she doesn't do anything. After her son Johnny gets killed, she pretty much just is in the background. Like I feel like there were plans to originally have her play a bigger part, but still, it was just really odd. And when it comes to the ending, that unfortunately really does hurt the film. Again, I dug most of it, but the ending really hurts it for me, and it makes me more concerned for Part 2. I can't really spoil what happens, because I'm not right now my reviews, I'm not even there yet there at that point. But yeah, they do something in here that seriously changes up things, and yeah, I won't say what it was. For the people who are just watching my reviews, you probably won't be able to catch it. But yeah, for us who've already read the comic, it's really weird that they went that route, and yeah, that's concerning. Making me think that, which makes me worried they're going to pull what they did with Hush. I know some people like to say they're pulling a Gotham by Gaslight, but I'm okay with Gotham by Gaslight, because the mystery of who it was not the big thing. It was more of the why. While Hush, it was the whole thing of who is Hush. And they completely just ignored that character, pretty much. And changed who it was. So, yeah, it's kind of, I really hope they don't do that. Which ironically was also a Jeff Loeb story. Um, Anything else I could say about this film? Like, I guess I also really liked the idea of Batman not being a detective, or at least not being a very skilled detective. In this version, Gordon's kind of his mentor, which I think is pretty cool. Uh, and yeah, it's interesting to see a Batman who is not that experienced in investigation. Though there is one moment where like I'm just like, okay, you're stretching right there when he's facing off the Joker and he thinks he has an idea of who Holiday could be. Um, and Yeah, as for Harvey Dent, really good job. They obviously do the whole hinting of Two Face, uh, but they also kind of improve few things. Like, for example, as I mentioned when I reviewed issue 2 of Long Halloween, Harvey Dent and his wife surviving that explosion felt really weird. So in here, they actually fixed it by saying that, oh, the explosion did happen, but they were outside the house when it went down, so the injuries weren't as severe. Um, but yeah, we do get some hints of it. We also kind of play off an interesting element, that being that in this version, Batman and Gordon unknowingly is creating Two Face, which I think is pretty cool. Um, and When it comes to the Calendar Man, he was pretty creepy, but I felt like they really kind of missed something out with him because they made him a little bit more cryptic. They made him less cryptic, actually. The way he talked in the books were very interesting and very unnerving, since he was very unclear of what he was talking about. And it's only until like you read the very end that you fully understand what he's saying. Um, and here, like, yeah, no, he's cryptic, just not as cryptic as he was. Plus, he doesn't look as disturbing. Uh, but again, the voice actor who played him was pretty good. They also add an element here that actually wasn't in Long Halloween, but I'll save that for another time. But yeah, on a whole, I thought it was an okay film. Again, the ending for me is just the thing that really just kind of bugs me. Uh, there's some other stuff I can forgive, but the ending again really does bug me. On a whole, I would give this film a B minus. If you want to check it out, I recommend it. So yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.